Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap for the November session. Today is Monday, November 11th. Happy Veterans Day to our veterans, and thank you for your service. Yeah, because I get to do fun stuff like this because they're out there doing the non-fun stuff. Yeah, so tonight I'm going to scrap about my cat, and I am using the Meowter Space Collection by Bella Gypsy. There it is. And I'm using a couple of photos of my cat in a Pepsi box because, you know, they love boxes. And
if it fits, it sits.
Yes, this is so true.
I like how you turned it black and white because that collection's so bright.
Oh yeah, well the pictures had a lot of orangey look to them, which maybe would have worked. I don't know. They might have, but
it's
I
a good
decided just go black and white is what we're doing.
It can work to go black and white, and then you don't have to worry about clashing.
Yes, and then of course, I think I'm gonna start with this fun galaxy.
Oh, that's pretty.
Which she is in here acting like a nut right now. She has a little, we call him Gingy. He's a little gingerbread man with a mustache, and he has catnip in him, and it's like her favorite thing. So she's running around here. You know, she always knows somehow that I'm scrapping. Okay, I don't know.
I think this is the most I've ever seen you play around with the photo position.
Yes, right?
Usually you just drop and move, and it's like, huh, Cheryl has photo issues sometimes too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I didn't like that one being so long, I guess, vertically. But now I don't know that I like this either. I think I may just, I liked having this secondary photo so you could see that what it was that she's in.
But maybe you'll just cover that in the journaling.
Yes, maybe so. We'll see. I want to make that a little bit bigger.
So are they still smart objects? Because I noticed you just enlarged them.
Yes. Well, the little one isn't, but the top one is. It'll be okay.
That'll be okay. Everything's okay.
It'll be okay.
Everything's good.
And then she will raise her hand and curse the universe when it doesn't print out correctly. You're like, what?
Kat, are you back in Texas? Just wondering if she's freezing too.
Yeah.
Feeling bad from my Texas peeps. Shannon says she's feeling a lot better. She's off 4 of her meds, and she's lost almost 50 pounds since her surgery. It was a total success.
Yay!
I'm glad to see her here again. I know it's been a while. An identified feline object? Oh my goodness.
It's gonna get worse.
I know.
You know, it's just gonna get worse.
I know it'll get worse.
What are you doing in here? I haven't seen you all day. Go away. I'm gonna have to go get Olivia to take her.
It's not the family members, it's the cat.
Hang on.
She says, I know you're scrapping about me. I gotta come and check it out.
Can you get to
approve it? Make sure that it's fully approved.
Come here. Come here. We'll wait for Olivia to come get you, okay? Oh my gosh.
Hey Cheryl, guess what I'm doing?
What?
I'm playing bingo this weekend.
Bingo. Yes, well, she knows I'm scrapping about her. Isn't my Watch Cheryl Scrap?
Have you been talking to the people?
No.
She's been quiet, Mother.
She's been quiet, but she's been playing with Gingy. He's over there.
Oh, come on, let's go take Gingy.
All right, be good, kitty. Okay.
Lisa's working on her card. Anybody else gonna play with me? It's fun.
Like how she says that it's fun.
It really is, actually. I enjoy it. It's long and like the ending is always tense because I swear everybody picks the same like 5 words and they're always at the end. So we're always waiting on like the same 5 words. And yeah, but it's so fun. And it's just, it's relaxing in a sense because it's just like, check out the bingo words. Bingo for what? It is it's mine and Justine's. Justine kind of runs the Halloween one more and I run the December one more. It's not really in December though, because we do it in November, but it's the holiday bingo that goes with our Document Your December bash that we're having this weekend. So in the forum, there's a spot where you can go into the Document Your December forum and see where you can do a bingo card. And it's easy and it's slow motion. So you don't have to be there all day. Just check in and check your words. Come in and beg for 1 or 2. And we usually respond to begging pretty good. We really do. Because there's something about, people want to play. Let's put things out. It does start this weekend. You have until Thursday to get your card in. But don't wait that long. Do it early. And then we have a sale this weekend too, right, Cheryl?
Yes, we do. And a lot of Document Your December products.
Guess what? I'm going to do a video, like an unboxing video to show them all off.
Ooh, how exciting.
So that'll be fun.
I am excited about that.
There's some cool templates, there's some cool kits, and more keep showing up.
Yes, there is. I was a very good girl. I had mine ready way, way, way early compared to,
Look at you show off.
Like, la, la, la.
Lori, I always think that too. I don't get much Christmas stuff scrapped too much as it gets closer to Christmas. But then when this weekend comes around in November, I tend to get a lot of last Christmas scrapped because I'm excited for the season and there's new products to play with. And it's like the perfect time because I'm not too busy in the season yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's good to get it, set up.
Yeah, and that's one of the fun things is like somebody's going to do some tips and tricks, one of the polys on the like being prepared, so you can just kind of drop your photos in as you take them and stuff, or do whatever you want, however that prepared works for you. So it's cool. Rocket ship. Oh my goodness.
No.
Ooh, Lori's getting ready to scan in a bunch of old photos. That's fun.
Ooh.
Do you have an actual scanner that you use for it, or do you just take a photo of them, or a flatbed scanner?
And is this Christmas photos, or is this just older photos?
Ooh, she has a Canon Pixma. I've gotten lazy, Cheryl, and I just take photos of them.
I have been known to do this.
Oh.
I have been known to do that.
She lost all her scan stuff with a hard EHD crash, so she has to redo them. That does not sound fun.
Why is this not working? Thank you.
Oh, guess what? Want to know a secret? So you just like adjusted that paint. Guess what? In the new Photoshop version, they took away the having to use shift.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
I thought
and
I had
it'll keep its proportions.
Well, it's not working right now. And I updated last week.
I don't know. I just read about it.
If it's a smart object, I think you still have to use it.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. So.
But I don't pull my elements in as smart objects, so
No.
I'm lazy that way.
To do that.
Yeah, I'm lazy that way. I don't pull them in that way. I thought they took away the shift thing last time too, Kim, but it was listed this time as one of their updates. Shannon's making Christmas cards. Ooh. Like cute ones or just like making Christmas cards to send out? Does that make sense? That was an odd question.
I was like, what does that mean? I'm not sure.
Like you could do like just regular Christmas cards where you like buy them or something, or like are you actually making them? You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yes.
Does that clarify better?
Yep.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
I know what you're saying now.
All
Following.
right. Good. I'm glad one of us does. Because sometimes I don't think I follow myself. Ooh, cute ones with real paper. Ooh. Any tutorials? You know, the Adobe tutorials are not a bad place to start. Other than that, what are you coming from, Lisa? You know what? Hit Bev up in the forum. She's coming from Artisan. Did I say it right this time?
Artisana. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the reason I say that, post a thing and then like tag Bev in it, because she went from Artisan to PSCC or else PS Elements, which is very similar process. So she might have more tips coming from Artisan. But honestly, watching, oh, Kim, you did too. That's right. Watching Cheryl, a lot of people say is good because you can kind of see how you can move things and stuff. But I think watching some of the beginning Adobe tutorials to figure out how to pull things in and such, I don't know much about Artisan, so I can't give a lot of tips on that one.
Yeah, I just know, just that I have my peeps that do my templates for me. So
yeah.
That's about all I know about it.
Well, and I know that Quilty Mom Jan, she went from Artisan. She has Elements now too, I believe.
Ooh, she finally did it.
Well, she bought it, actually, if I recall, she bought it last year, and she just can't quite bring herself to switch over because she's so familiar with Artisan.
Oh, yes. Gotcha.
Which is a problem. Cheryl and I had this problem when we first tried PSCC from Photoshop Elements. We kept going back to Elements because it was easy.
And finally, I just had to like rip off the Band-Aid,
Yep.
I had to just be like, I can't go back there anymore. I just have to figure this out.
Yep.
So that's what I did.
Yep. That's what we had to do is we just had to say, okay, we're going to go ahead and just only open Photoshop CC to do stuff. And that kind of helped push through that learning curve. Aw, Kim says Photoshop is cooler.
There are so many things you can do with it.
And that makes sense to keep both. If you really want to learn it, I would make going to Photoshop your default rather than going to Artisan first, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and just, make sure that when you're scrapping, you don't get frustrated. Make sure you have plenty of time, and you just know it's part of the process that it is going to take you extra time to get used to things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And remember, people will answer questions galore in the forum.
Yes.
And there's almost always somebody around who knows how to use the Adobe products, who's happy to jump in and tell you.
Yes, yeah. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing tonight, don't hesitate to ask about that either. Because usually I'm just moving stuff around and
moving stuff around, scrapping the cat.
Scrapping the cat. If this is your first time being here, I scrap her a lot.
You haven't the last couple times though.
I've been trying to be good. But
well, no, it's not good. I mean, it's just part of your life, and that's okay.
Yeah, but then people are like, God, I'm not going to that. What Cheryl scrap about is her cat, man, it's killing me.
I want to know who them people are.
I don't know. They're the people that are in my head.
Okay, as long as they're people in your head.
Yeah.
Because honestly, does that matter if you do the cat or you do something else? It's the same idea.
Yes, but
I just like to tease you when you look at Lightroom and all your photos are of Holly Bell, and it's like, do you take photos
oh
of
my
anybody else?
gosh, it is so terrible. I told you when I did it, because it won't pick up cats, pets at all when you're doing facial recognition. So I still have to go in and I have to do all of her manually, and there's a lot. There's quite a bit.
Lori says that she tries in rations, one cat layout, one kid layout. Lisa says that it's ridiculous how many cat pictures they take in their family.
Oh, good. Now, see, I feel better. Phew.
Kim says pictures of cats or her dog in her family. Do you know what, though? To be fair, they're usually easier to take pictures of than kids because they can't, like, put their paws in front of their faces and hide from you. Or if they do, it's cute.
Yes, like here. She's like, no, do not take my picture.
Kim, what kind of newsletter is it? Her son has a weekly newsletter, and he always ends it out with, here's a picture of a cat. I just see it being like this financial newspaper, and here's a picture of the cat.
That is fantastic.
Oh, Jan's, it's your dog, your teddy bear, ducks her head when they want to take pictures of her.
That is funny.
That's awesome. She's
I've
like,
been through
no
this
more.
before.
I'm done.
Now, my
Get my
mom's
good
dog,
side.
my mom's dog, Bubba, he starts barking at me.
Oh, really?
Yes, if I hold up my phone or my big girl camera, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he doesn't like it at all. And he'll be completely just laying there chilling out. And then if I start taking pictures of him, he starts barking.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So I have quite a few of him, yipping, yapping, I'm like, stop doing that. I'm like, you look terrible.
It's not your good side.
This is not your good side. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem. Stitch would come up and try and lick the camera. So I would get a lot of really up close pictures of him.
You're like, yay.
But, he learned. He learned to back off. Camera doesn't taste good. I want to use that paper on like a Vegas casino layout.
Ooh, that would be really cute.
Tips.
Yes.
And it's like bright, like the strip is bright.
Okay, I think I need a solid in here to break this up a little
cute
bit.
For this planet.
It's like, yes, too cute.
Oh goodness.
Yep, she killed a little gecko today. It looks like a lizard. It's a little tiny thing, and they go really fast, and they totally freak me out. I don't like them at all. And I found him on the floor, and he was a double amputee, well, quadruple amputee, I should say, and without a tail.
Oh.
I still put a bowl over him because even though he appeared to be dead, I thought that perhaps he would come to life if I tried to move him.
Gotcha.
You know how they are. They seem to just keep living somehow. I don't know how they do that, but anyway, so my husband came home and he's like, what's that bowl doing on the floor? I'm like, that's so you can take that thing out of the house.
There's a present for you, honey. Enjoy. It was like a gecko lizard thing, Kim. She says gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
So, have I ever told you the story of me and the cat and the snake?
No, I don't think so.
So when I was little, and we're talking like 2, little younger than that, maybe 18 months, my mom wasn't sure what I was doing, but I was very happily playing with the cat under the kitchen table. So she came over to see what we had. We had a garden snake that
Oh,
we played with to death, literally.
oh
My
gosh.
mom jumped on top of the table when she realized we had a snake and calls my dad to get in here and figure out what the heck we have and to get rid of it now. So my mom sat on top of the table waiting for my dad to get home while me and the cat are playing with the snake under the table.
Oh, no, no,
I'm
no.
like, probably a really good thing that it was just a garden snake.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, but ugh.
I know, and now
Oh,
I'm like, you just let me play with it? Like you didn't stop and take it away. What if it had been
right,
poisonous? And she's like, that's a
right.
risk I was willing to take.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
sacrificing
"Okay,
you on the altar, man. You're on.
I'll sacrifice the toddler."
Yes. Hmm. Oh, that is cute. How did I miss that on the way in? Okay.
They do have good paint. I agree. I like paint lately. It's been one of my favorite elements.
I like this. I like this star a lot.
What's your favorite element?
Um, I think it's gonna, if I have to pick just one thing, it would have to be paint. Yeah.
I should make you scrap a layout with only paint.
Yeah, I could do that. I could probably
As
do that.
many paints as you want, but only paint.
Yeah,
And
it would
well,
definitely be an arty.
yeah,
An
and
arty
one
one.
paper, right?
Yeah.
Because it'd be hard.
I would
I
think.
mean, you'd lose the paint if the whole background was paint too.
Yeah.
See, this is what we should start doing, guys. We should start coming up with challenges for Cheryl. Not that she's asked for them, but hey.
She's like, I'm gonna make this happen.
I'm like,
Oh, it's so cute. But
Nobody else chimed in with their favorite element.
okay, that one's up there. I need to pull that down a little bit.
Ooh, see, there's a good idea. Michelle likes paint and using paint as a photo mask.
Yes.
See, you could have a lot of fun with a layout just using paint.
Yeah, so say I wanted to do it with this particular piece of paint. Let's see what that looks like.
Anita says stitching. Lori says she can't pick one. Come on. Everybody has a favorite. I was gonna say the border on that kind of ruins.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it. Yes. Yeah.
I like it, but not for that photo, I don't think.
No.
No, it's not working.
No. I think though, if it went down under, it might work.
Ooh, Jan says flower and leaves. Oh, Lisa says she's too difficult. Shannon's and flowers. See, flowers are not my favorite. And I know that's so funny because they've never been my favorite. And I honestly think it's because I have a boy. And it doesn't stop me from using flowers on his layout. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah. That's okay.
I just think it's funny because everybody's like, oh, I love flowers. And I'm like, not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much.
See, you can do
Kim
that.
likes paint and splatters. Ooh, leaves over flowers, says Lori. I like leaves. I especially like them when they move all over. Stitches and paint are necessary on all layouts.
That's kind of fun looking.
Oh, that's creepy fun. That makes her look like she's from outer space.
She's from outer space. She's from outer space.
Lisa says flowers, enamels, paint, and scatters. It looks like a photo bomb. Oh my goodness. Looks like she photobombed the layout.
Yep.
I like that, Lori.
Yeah, she's like, ooh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna live without it. Yep. I like it better without. It will be removed, henceforth, never to be seen again. What I do like too are these. They're whimsies, which
Thanks
are
for
just
coming by, Lisa. Have fun.
they're just everything is just clustered on there.
I like them because I don't have to cluster. I'm kind of lazy
Yeah.
that way sometimes.
Yeah. Which that's fabulous. I like to build my own. You know me.
I know you. But see, this is why there's so many options, because we are
You
different
know me.
scrappers. 100%.
I'll make this a little bit smaller.
Kim, it's totally fun to try things like that. And maybe if she'd done that in the very beginning, this layout would be like 100% different.
Oh yeah.
Rather than the serious layout she's got going on, it would be just like Bella Gypsy art journal layout.
That could happen. Okay. Ribbon curled.
Kim's wishing for designers. She says there's a non-lily pad designer that sometimes has pre-made clusters and borders in her kits. There's a couple of them, I think.
Yeah. There is.
Which one are you thinking of? It's okay. We won't fire you.
Me?
No, Kim.
Oh. Oh.
We
I
won't
was like,
fire you for naming names.
no. You will not be fired.
Oh, Connie Prince. I haven't looked at her stuff in a long time, actually. I should go look again.
Okay, I think I need a little bit of blue up here. All right. Now I know, I'm going to move this down in here, I think. You know, we've talked a lot about kit organization and all that fun stuff before. I'm using Bridge tonight, and I actually installed AC/DC, their 2020 version, and talked to some of the support, and I was like, okay, I've already entered all this stuff in Adobe Bridge into the metadata. I want it to transfer. And so we went back a few times, and you know, he's like asking me questions, which I'm answering, and ultimately he stopped responding to me because I think the program can't do what I want it to do. And he didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to say that it wouldn't work. I'm guessing that's the only reason.
He had a day off.
Yeah, it's been a while. So
Wow.
yeah.
I only say that because my college advisor stopped responding to me.
Oh, that's nice.
I think it was because they didn't want to answer my last question, and I was like, okay, I'll give you a couple days. Then I'm gonna force it.
Yeah. They're like, whatever. So anyway, I'm back at Bridge, and I'm just gonna stay here, even though I prefer being able to look at the folder and there being a preview image, which you don't get that in Bridge, but overall, I like it still better.
Yeah. So does Bridge embed it in the like preparatory, or does it embed it in that one that starts with the I? What is that called? IPTC.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
That is where it goes? Because I swear I pulled something into ACD that had that, that I'd embedded from somewhere else, Lightroom or something, and it pulled it up.
Now Lightroom, it will do that, but not from Bridge for some reason.
Well, that's what makes me wonder if Bridge is actually putting it in the right place.
Well, that's what we talked about. And he's like, if it's in the IPTC, then it should pull it right in.
Right.
And it does see it, but it's not auto populating the correct categories for keywords. Like, you know, I just want it to be exactly like it is in Bridge, all of my keywords from, you know, top to bottom. And
Yeah.
it's not doing that.
Huh.
So, and in fact, you can go on, you can search for Google if you have your stuff in Lightroom, and there's a special, you know, process they have for actually moving your catalog over. And I'm like, well, why can't you do that for Bridge? I mean, it's more like ACDC than Lightroom, I think. But anyway, I will stop complaining now because I have something that works.
The problem with that, Kim, is I think ACDC and Adobe kind of are competitors in a lot of ways. So there's no reason for Adobe to try and make ACDC work for them. It'd have to be ACDC who makes it work on their side to try and get you away from Adobe.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I only know that because I'm in a business class and Adobe happens to be the company that I'm working on.
You're like, no, they don't have to do that.
Oh, yep. I know some of this stuff. It's fun. Not that I want to know this stuff, but I do. I learn the randomest things. You know that? This is my new decision.
Random thing?
Well, like I learn random things about Adobe. I learn random things about, like I just had to read a book about James Madison. I didn't know he was considered little. You know? Like all these weird things like that I just feel like, huh, I didn't know that before today.
I didn't know that.
Okay. That works. And I didn't know that the War of 1812 was actually referred to as Madison's War at first.
No,
I'm like,
didn't know
I
that
always
either.
thought it was called the War of 1812. Yeah, they thought Madison started it just to be a jerk. Kim wrote she didn't know that either. So yeah, people at the time thought he started it just to be a jerk. They didn't understand what else was causing it. Anyway, yeah, random things I've learned today. You know, Kim, I still keep trying to use ACDC because I really do like it. And instead, I just have no organization process, which is worse. So,
Yeah.
But I know I liked it better than Bridge. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Some days.
Once I get going, though, I do pretty well getting a kit tagged. It's pretty quick now.
So I tried using the Excel spreadsheets for that, Kim, and I deserted it. And this is my new philosophy, is if it's not visual, it doesn't help me. Because like that was my problem with the Excel sheets, is it'd be like, oh, well, but what color is this kit? Or what kind of, you know, this does it have? And it's like, I either need it to be super organized or I need it to be not organized at all.
Right.
Because either I'm not going to put the time in or it's going to be something that once I put the time in, it's super organized. So yeah, I'm in an impasse right now. I just need time. I need to stop school again and go back and have time to put my scrapbooking stuff in order.
Yes, have priorities.
I
Quit
know.
school.
Quit school. Hey, Cheryl, when you, wait, pause. Are you separating that shadow?
Shadow, yes.
Go slowly and show Jan.
Okay.
It looked like you were going to do it on the, it doesn't matter which one.
Okay.
Just show the separating the shower a little slowly.
Okay. So, is she in CC?
I don't know, but Lori wants to see, and she's in CC.
Okay. In CC, it's super easy. You just right click on the FX to the right of your layer, and your flyout menu down on the bottom, it says create layer, and you click there, and there is your shadow. And then from there, I usually just click on it to bring up the transform tool, and this actually will let you, if you go up to the top, we call that a windshield wiper or a diamond ring. If you click there, you'll get some handles that you can move around. You can obviously do puppet warp as well, but I find, if I'm making a layout, unless I'm like really, really into the shadows, I'm not going to use puppet warp necessarily. And then I just kind of move them around as I need them. And if I need any finer tuning, a lot of times I'll just use the smudge tool that's in with the blur and sharpen, and you can kind of push in if you need to in any little spots. Does that help?
Fascinating. And yes.
Yay. Like, see, I want that to come
See,
up a little bit
all
more.
you got to do is post, hey, wait. And then we'll go, hey, wait, Cheryl, let's fix that.
Hey, wait.
That's just kind of what I imagine. Wait, what did you do? I want to see that. It's like the opposite of those infomercials, because they all go, but wait, there's more. This goes, wait.
But wait. So, yeah, so you can see I'm just kind of pulling some handles around, and I don't put custom shadows on everything, just the things that I think will make the most impact on the layout. Yeah. And once you start doing it, you're like, okay. You just
the finishing touch does make the difference. I agree, Lori. But I also agree that it's I used to say I'm just lazy and I'll only do so many.
Right.
I'm like, I can't do all the elements. That's too many.
It does take a little extra time. All right, so that's nice and saved. So I'll pull over bridge. Let's make sure you can still see. Yes.
We can still see.
All right.
At least I can still see, so I assume everybody else can still see.
So what I'll usually do is if the alphabet has a preview, I'll mark it. If not, I just mark the main kit preview, which usually has the you can see them there, the ABC. So I'll just mark that there instead of having to keyword every single alpha. Sometimes kits or collections have a lot.
Now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
So do you keyword alphas and numbers separately, or do you keyword them together? Because sometimes I want to know if it's just one or the other.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I just do them all the same because I don't use alphas that much anyway. So for me, it's not a biggie. And then I will go through then and mark it for designer, and then the preview, the store, and then I'll go over here and mark these previews as well. Because I think there's one down here at the bottom.
Ooh, keep looking, keep looking.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you went back up. Nope, I guess I must have got them all.
So you're only tagging the previews.
That's what I usually start with. And then if like I'm tired or whatever, I'm like, well, at least the preview, I can go and look at a preview of a kit. So, and then I go ahead and mark everything, except for the folder. You can't tag it. And then I'll mark it with designer. And you can see it working down here on the bottom. It says writing metadata. So I kind of wait for it to do its thing as it's applying that metadata to each of those pieces. Which this is a pretty big collection, so.
Yeah. It's a very big collection.
That's very big.
Nobody seems to have any questions on that.
Okay. And then the next thing I'll do is hit the store. So
Or my chat's broken.
Yeah.
Which
So
is possible.
So now it's adding, this is what takes the longest because it's the whole thing you're marking. All right, and then themes. So I'll mark this one as cats.
Imagine that. You have an entire cat category.
Yes, imagine that. And the beauty of it is it's whatever you want it to be. It's your, I mean, if I wanted one, like if I wanted to add one new sub keyword,
Space cat.
Space.
Because you do a lot of space pictures, right?
Yes. Well, I have a couple of space kits actually, you know, which you can use science projects or, you know, you're out of this world or, you know.
You're out of this world. Oh my goodness. It'd be perfect for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. All right. So then the papers take forever, but I'll go ahead and mark, I do the colors first. So these actually, all of these are, I'll just mark them as multi. And then I'll go through and just mark from here.
So you get super specific on colors, huh?
Sometimes I just kind of do the, you know, main colors. And I've noticed that when I go back and look for things, I'm like, why did I tag that way? I think it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
That's
like
actually really funny.
I
I love
like,
that you. I love that you'll go back and be like, wait, why did I do that?
Yeah, why did I do that? I'm not really sure. And so then like for this, the planets, I'll just mark that as objects. I'd mark that one as objects. This one's floral. That looks kind of doodle to me. Stars. Arrows. I hope one day this becomes important that I'll, you know, you're just like, as I'm doing this, I'm like, is this really one day, am I gonna really use this? I think it's really gonna come in handy for month of challenges. I'm hoping that it will help. We'll see. I will come back and give you an update on that. Be like, no, that didn't help at all. It's a waste of time. And then I just mark all the solids as solids. And if there is, you know, craft or wood grain, or if they're folded or crumpled or something like that, then I'll mark that. And then I think I'm just gonna mark these as messy paint. And then I can do my little embellishments. So there's a lot of those too.
I just, that's my, Because I always think about sorting or not sorting, but tagging and stuff and that. And I'm always like, but what are the things that I'm looking for typically? Because
Right.
it does me no good if I spend hours tagging if it's not something I'm going to go back and look.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's usually if I want to use alphas or numbers, those kind of things are helpful to me to know sometimes. But I'm always
Right.
like, so it's that question of what's too much.
Right. So like I will mark these as flare.
Mm-hmm.
Like these have glasses. Sometimes that's something I'm looking for. So I can mark them with multiple things. I can mark them as flare and stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I have animals, and then I have like bugs and stuff like that I'll mark. But really, if I'm like watching a show or something, then then it kind of goes kind of quick. But I do look for cameras a lot. I know that. So
Yeah.
that's like one of the things that I added. And then there was something else. Like I won't bother to do the rocket ship. I'm not necessarily going to be
You can
looking
mark it
for
with
that.
space.
Well, the space is just under the theme. It's not really under the.
Shh. Don't take away my joy.
And I do look for paint, so I'll add that into paint, and specifically just so like sometimes if I need white, then I'll add that there. And then underneath word art, I have word strips and word art, and then journal cards are separate.
So if you do all of the word art the same,
Yeah.
so this is my struggle with word art, is I'll know that there's some cool piece of word art that has to say something about story or something. But
Mhm.
then when I go back to use it, I won't be able to find it anywhere. So do you ever change word art to have the keywords that are in the word, or do you just try and mark it? Because like, I don't know, some of them just mark everything as WA1, WA2, and that's not
Yeah.
search friendly. Does that make
No,
sense?
that's not search friendly.
But I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, but there's, because if I can't find the word art, I can't use it.
Right. I think that I would then search for I would search for theme and then also search for word art. That probably would be how I would go about looking for something.
You see my
But
thought process on that, though, right?
yes, I do.
How do you make it easy to find word art? Because you obviously don't want to tag it with what the word is necessarily,
Right. Okay, so let's see. Let me finish this, and then I will go back.
Okay, Kim, that's true. And the time you search for story, you could have made your own word art. But I was more thinking like, because sometimes it'll be like, the story begins here, or it'll be like, oh, I know there was this really cute quote. Where is it? And it's like,
Right.
yeah, by the time I searched for story through all of that word art, even if I knew who the too cute for this planet, what if I was like, oh my gosh, there was that too cute for this planet, and I don't want to have to make it, but I'm not going to remember it was word art 6, and I'm probably not going to remember it was in Meowter space.
Yeah.
Because it's such a, it would work for anything. Google for quotes. But that, you know how lost I would get in Google? I'd be better off searching my word art.
Yeah. You're like,
I'd be doing quotes and I'd be like, oh, wait, what? What was I doing before this? Oh, why is Photoshop open? Seriously, this is, yep.
yes.
This is me. Unfortunately, this is my, the computer just really enhances my distractions. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't look at the clock, what time it was when I started doing this, but I was just trying to show that it's not really horribly a long time to to do this. And I mean, this is a ridiculously big kit.
Right. And it doesn't take that long. It was just more thinking it through and being like, but, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But then. Ooh, Kim has a file for word art that she thinks she might want to use someday. How big is it?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I'm not trying to cause hardship, I promise. It's just honestly, these are the thought process that go through my mind.
It is. I mean, it's the application. It's not only organizing it. It's so when you have purchased it, you can go back and find it later.
Right.
That's important.
And some of it's easy. That's my struggle that I always seem to have with word art is how do I use that?
Okay.
You know,
so
how do I
let's-
effectively go back and find it?
Okay, so let's see. Say we've forgotten that we remember that it was your, too good for this world or whatever it was. We have a vague idea of the one we want to use. Star stamps. Almost there, guys. Stars, metal. Okay. So we want to look in all our scrapbook kits. So maybe we remembered that we put it in a space theme, but let's just look without looking for the theme right now and see what happens.
And I will say this is where I feel like sometimes it's a struggle.
Yeah. So, of course, I just recently popped that in there. But this is pulling from a bunch of kits. So I could get more specific and search for word art plus Bella Gypsy. No items to display.
Oh, you broke it. It's because
I
you said
did.
file name. File name contains Bella Gypsy. It's not going to be in the file name.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I think they put BG.
Find keyword. Find. Why? Why? Scrapbook kits.
Keywords
Word
contains
word
enter
art.
text.
Ah. Gosh.
Oh,
Okay,
goodness,
now.
goodness.
Ta-da. There it is. So if you kind of had some idea,
I don't know if any of the rest of you are having fun with this, but I am.
she loves to torture me. But
I wasn't
you could.
tortured.
Yes, you do. You like to. Keep me on my toes.
Yes.
So if you knew, oh my gosh, I know it was from Bella Gypsy Kit, then you can, search down that way. But I don't really. And then I guess if you really wanted to get even, oh my God, what did I just do?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, my word art's gone.
Oh no. How'd you do that? Can you Control Z?
I don't know.
Push Control Z. No, just push Control Z. Come on.
I did, and it's not
Try it
doing
again.
anything.
Try it again.
It's not doing anything.
Oh no. Kim says quick undo. Where's quick undo?
I don't know.
Well, now that we broke Cheryl's.
Dang it.
Okay, so this brings up a question for you.
Ah,
So now when you
there it is. Make persistent. Okay, there we go.
I was going to say, so if you now go through and re-add those things, would it find that keyword that's already there or no?
Yes, it will. I just had to make it persistent. I had to click on something that had word art and make that a persistent keyword.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now what I was trying to say was that if we knew a little more specifically, then we could say keywords and then space.
Yeah, but if I knew that much, I'd probably have an easy time finding it in the kit.
Yeah. And then, of course, you can also, you know, if you're just wanting to look at previews. Which there's a lot. So,
Yeah.
things. But it is good. I like to use it for BYOC. And then, of course, I do also have it for Document Your December. I need to make a new one for this year. Ooh. Surprise. Yep.
Surprise! It's called Holly Jolly.
Yep. And then, let's see. There was another thing. I think last time we talked about templates, which, you know, like if I was looking for 4-photo templates, then I could run a search and see what was there. Single page. And actually, sorry, I need to find it. I need to tell it to look in there.
That should say only. Whoops.
What?
Tammy said maybe add a category for word art previews. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
that would work, except not every kit has a word art preview.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's annoying.
But this is cool to be able to see, you know, every 4-photo.
Yeah. I love it
template.
with the templates. And I've done that in ACDC with the templates. I'm not quite as specific as you are. I do 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, I think, and then 7+. And my reasoning for that is if I have a photo, like, okay, so take your top one on the left, the abundance one. I can always drop a journal card into one of those spots.
Right.
And it would still work the same way, or put a piece of word art in one of those spots and it would still work the same way. So, you know, or maybe I see a 3 one and I'm like, oh, well, that would work, but I could also just add a mask photo behind it or something. So that's why I narrow it down the way I do.
Gotcha.
So just so you know, because, you know, I like to explain.
To explain.
Explain.
Does anybody else have any questions about what we've been rambling on about here?
I think they all left us alone and are crazy.
They were like, oh my God.
They're like, what in the world?
Please stop.
Go away. Just end it now. Have you ever watched Jim Gaffigan, the comedian?
Yes.
And the way he talks to himself?
Yes.
I was thinking of it like that. It's like, does he know he's talking to himself?
Yeah. I like it when he does hot pockets.
Yep.
Hot pockets. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and yeah, all that fun stuff.
Check out the forum this weekend for Document Your December.
Yeah. And
go make a bingo card so you can play slow motion bingo while you're playing around in the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, lots of fun. So looking forward to hanging out with y'all this weekend.
And we'll see you next month.
All right. Bye.
Bye.